We're over in r/Am I the Asshole with a post by Throwaway In-Law Party. Am I the asshole for going to my sister's for Memorial Day? My in-laws have a Memorial Day tradition of getting crabs and having family and all my husband's two sisters' friends. I don't really like my sister-in-law's friends, so it's not something I would look forward to. My mother-in-law asked me to bring some sides, so I'm bringing two things. So today I get a call from my mother-in-law kind of harassing me about my kids. I have an autistic 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. My mother-in-law goes on to tell me the kids must be supervised the entire time, and she doesn't want them getting in the way of the party, and that no one there will be able to help us because they will be busy. Here is the issue. My in-laws' house is a typical old person house, not baby-proof. Lots of fragile things, stairs, etc. Obviously, I don't expect them to change their house or babysit my kids, but it's really hard and exhausting going over there. My kids are at an impossible age, and then my son being autistic doesn't help because he gets overstimulated and acts out. I just felt like after talking to my mother-in-law, what's the point of coming if my kids are just going to be in the way? Anyways, I was talking to my sister about it, and she told me to just come over to her house instead. She has two kids as well, and toys and activities for kids, and is willing to help us so we can, for example, meet. I decided then I would really rather go to my sister's, and my husband didn't care either way. No, okay. So I called my mother-in-law to let her know that we would be going to my sister's, but I would still drop off the sides since I already agreed to bring them. My mother-in-law got really upset with me. She said I was being selfish, that everyone wants to see the kids, and we'll all be disappointed if we don't come. My sister-in-law's friends haven't met the kids, but everyone else has. Anyways, I leave it to you all now. Am I the asshole if I go to my sister's? No. No, 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 no. You may be the asshole to your mother-in-law, but even your mother-in-law's son, your husband, doesn't give a fuck. He's like, yo, we can go wherever. He's tired. He has two kids just like you. Hopefully he's taking care of them just as much as you are. But there ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. If the grandparents aren't baby proof in the crib for the grandbabies, they're babies. They're 2 and 4. They're toddlers and babies, right? They shouldn't even be popping up. Why would you take your kids into a potentially dangerous environment where they can hurt themselves or others, right? Oh, I'm just a little baby reaching up onto the stove and then I snatch down the pot of grease and it goes flying on everybody. Oh, I'm just a little baby. I reach into the drawer and I go running around with the knife. Oh, I'm overstimulated. Ah! Wait, I'm sorry. My bad. Hold on. A little slow because it's late. I'm overstimulated. Right? Like, what are we doing here? Back into the pocket. Pocket knife. No, you're not the asshole. Nah, dip out. Head to your sisters. Do what you do. Come on now. Let me see a top comment. Ugh. Why are we on best comment by default? Ugh. Brother, ugh. Let me refresh that. Ugh. Top comments by Fairy Smurf. 2.6K of votes. Yeah. Not the asshole. Your kids are not her props. Enjoy some nice time with your sister. And OP drops a reply. That's exactly how I felt when she said everyone wants to see the kids. So you want them to be seen, but can't make a single accommodation for us? No. My kids aren't a piece of art, jewelry, little toys to play with. Nah, get your dirty ass hands off my kids. Go wash your hands. You're spreading diseases. I don't want no hantavirus all up on my babies. Back up. Back up. Ooh. Frodo_Picard replies to OP. Quote, everyone wants to see the kids? Funny, the impression I got that nobody wanted anything to do with them being kids. Oh, and you know what? The classic has been invoked. 198 upvotes by academic underscore snow underscore 7680. Quotes: children should be seen but not heard. End quotes. Ooh, he brought the classic. Yeah, that shit is just so annoying. Old fucking people, man. Old people. Winter Travel 5749 drops a comment. Not the asshole. Why are you negotiating this minefield with your in-laws? Shouldn't your husband be dealing with them and standing up for you and his two children? Why is that burden on you? He's the one who has brought these unsympathetic, selfish people into your life. And OP replies, I think the main reason is usually I coordinate these things with his family myself because he is forgetful and messes up times and details. You're right, though. He needs to deal with his mother. And Jalen Ricks replies, stop letting him do that. Trust me. Yeah, don't let him weaponize that incompetence. That's not how we vibe. That's not how we vibe. Nope, 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 nope. And what is this? A reply to OP? Yes, it is. I am the harpy says, you mean that he in society expects social engagements along with almost all other emotional labor to be the wife's job? Drop the rope. His family, his responsibility. And OP replies to that. He doesn't expect me to do the planning. I just do it because he has a hard time with executive functioning in general. I have a really good memory and am a planner by nature, so it didn't bother me. He picks up my slack for... I'm misreading that. He picks up my slack too for things I struggle with. I have a bad back, and he always cleans the bathrooms and vacuums, which are stereotypically women's jobs. That all being said, I should have had him call his mother after she gave me a hard time. It's funny reading these comments now and wishing I had done things a little differently. Cap3413 replies, a lot of people are laying into your husband about being lazy or weaponizing his incompetence. Me. But you mentioned executive function issues. Has he ever been tested? Most research indicates that ASD and ADHD are inherited/genetic, and as the autistic son, probably ADHD too, of an ADHD woman with an ADHD aunt, he may also be neurodivergent like your son. People are quick to judge without empathy. And OP replies to that. He does have ADHD. Sometimes I suspect he could be on the cusp of being on the spectrum. ASD runs in my family. Oh my. Anyways, thank you. If people here knew my husband, they would know he isn't intentionally incompetent, but it's all good. That is interesting. The only reason why you think that way is because it's expensive to get all those tests done. Should cost thousands of dollars. Shout out to America and our fucking healthcare system. Shout out to Luigi. Magati replies to one of OP's comments way up. I assume your husband has a job and can make deadlines at work. Why can't he manage it at home? Because he's been working a 9 to 5 for decades, right? Dealing with his mother and a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old is new shit to him. But OP replies, he does have a job, but he struggles with executive functioning in general. He has a boss that is pretty patient with him because he is good at his job. He isn't a bad guy, and it's just one of his faults. I say ADHD in him. Yeah. I see it. And Jalen Ricks pops back. RIX. Does your husband manage his own social calendar, friends, hobbies, etc.? And OP replies, I laughed a little here because not really. His only hobby is video games, and his friends have started reaching out to me for planning because he forgets and I never do. Dog. I love me some video games. I feel a little called out though. My single ass. Let's see. There's some more comments that's not gonna make me feel like what the fuck. Oh my god. A stranger on Reddit comments. Ooh, with an even 100 upvotes. Ooh, and they're a top 100, top 1% commenter. Oh my god, they got a badge. Not the asshole. I'm pissed for you. Sounds like her inviting you and the kids was not about spending time together with her grandkids. It's strictly about showing off and playing up some grandma's dash grandkid relationship for her audience. That's made clear with her phone call trying to manipulate and guilt you for deciding not to come. Thank goodness for your sweet sister. Go enjoy the day with your family and don't let this spoil your time at your sister's. Ooh. And OP replies to that. This is 100% how I felt. She just wants to show off the grandkids. It's not about our company, just a show. Yeah, they don't want to put in the work. They do not want to put in the work. And regular dash plan dash 5576 replies, my mother-in-law is the same way. They're like little props for them. It fucking sucks. Ooh. And we have hit the point where I can't read any more comments because we have an update. Updates. 1, 2, 3. 1. Thanks for all the comments. You're welcome. Even though I couldn't comment because it's been a while. I can't make a comment because, the story's already happened. But I can comment here, so you're welcome. I haven't been able to respond to them all, but I'm trying to keep up with the reading. With reading them. Oh, you mean the comments. Here I am interjecting. My intent wasn't to get advice, but you all actually gave me some great advice. 2. I decided to stop by mother-in-law's party for about 30 minutes when we dropped off the food. The kids ran around, but we were out quick before any trouble started. Thank you to the people that recommended that. 3. My husband talked to his mom before we went and said we would just pop over briefly so my son wouldn't get stressed out by all the people. Everything seems smoothed over, but obviously there are a lot of unresolved issues that needed it to be addressed. Just not today. It's a holiday, baby. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your day. You got the day off of work. You about to eat some good food. Enjoy. You need it. All right, it's the summertime. Unofficial starts. Yeah.